All right, this is bee day number 4, week number 3. We're gonna check out Hive West.
All right, so I want you to clean that better than I did. Okay. And this one just really,
They really want to build to the top there.
yeah, I can get that cleaned off for you. You see your queen? I don't see her there. Nope. Just come around to the front. Okay.
Well, and then you can set it on the brick, right?
Yep. Yeah. Dad's gonna sit on the brick.
Daniel's gonna clean off all the extra comb that got built. And that has been built since Thursday because Bob and I were out here on Thursday working on the hives, and that has all been built up. We had to clean it off on Thursday too, and you can see here where on the tops of the frames too. So nothing on the first one. It's kind of a cold day, so all the bees are in the hive today.
Nothing on the second.
What are you doing down there, Daniel? You get that all. So when they scrape off that comb, they put it on the front of the hive so that the bees can clean it off before we take it. They won't use the wax, but they will get any pollen or anything off of it.
So they've been building this out. I do not see any eggs.
And nothing on the other side. So a half frame, which was the same as the other hive.
So
on, Daniel.
You agree? No eggs there, Daniel? Yeah, I don't see any eggs in that one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames of bees. I got it.
They're super docile today because it's really cold, which I'm okay with.
So eggs. Yeah, eggs lying down there. Lots of pollen. Tons of pollen on this frame. Is this a half frame or a full frame of brood? There's probably a half on that one. And then
is the queen there? Because that looks like. Are you petting your bees?
That's one of the things they showed us to help us
see.
Which to me that just looks like nectar.
Okay.
There's some eggs right there. Look, okay, a little closer look. Yep, those are eggs down there. Yep.
You want me to stick that on the front?
Yeah, there you go.
You weren't supposed to smush it.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks for showing me.
Thanks for coming.
Here's the queen.
Oh, there's the queen right there.
Lots of brood on that one.
I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it's actually raining on us.
Lots of larvae on this one, Daniel, not lots of brood.
Larva is
Lots of brood. Well, it's not capped.
Uh-oh.
Same thing.
I hope Bowden's okay.
So let's go ahead and clean off that burr comb there. Got it? Yep.
They seem a
Be aggressive on
little...
it. They said too, with that style, you can pull that hook around and scrape rather than push.
Oh, really?
because
Mhm.
that just kind of encourages them to put it back where it was.
I'm gonna back up just a little bit. I think they're not happy with their hive being open in the rain.
Now, they didn't seem to mind at the school.
Yeah.
Go.
Hmm.
There you go. All right, so on to the next. Ooh,
That's
lots,
all.
lots of capped brood. Yep.
Lots of cat brood.
Same deal. That's
More
perfect.
Frame.
More capped
So
brood.
1, 2.5 frames of brood.
Now, Daniel, did they write on the brood frames with a date?
Yes, they did.
Okay, we need to probably be doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to open that one a little bit.
We can do that next time though. Cutting a little deep there.
You're getting a little cranky.
Maybe we'll work on that when I. Wow.
All right, what are we looking at? That's wow.
Just more capped
More
brood.
brood.
Very happy hive.
So there's 3,000 cells per side.
Wow. So that's an additional 6,000 that will hatch out.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So I'm just gonna work a little quicker here.
There's a bee in between them.
Yeah. Thank you there.
There, let me get them smoked.
Yeah, they're a little cranky.
Push them down a little bit.
Yeah, do that again.
More cat brood.
Yeah. Very similar with lots of honey up here. I have larvae in there. So she's gone back and relayed some of that. I have larvae down there. Lots of food. Oops, that's it. Scrape that. Alright, so honey in the corner. I don't see any eggs or anything here. And that looks like that's all pollen and honey.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5 frames of brood and 1.5 frames of pollen and honey. Or one
Yeah.
frame of pollen and honey. 1 frame of honey.
One frame of pollen and honey. See that other one that we opened up had a frame that was all honey.
Yeah.
So give me a little smoke right there. Nope, it's removed. There we go. All right.
They're stuffed down inside.
A little bit.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, so I'm gonna pull this out if you want to.
Daniel, that one's right
grab
there,
the box.
and it needs to be turned around.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
This guy.
So we are actually adding, careful Daniel, the second box on top of this one this week because the hive is doing really, really well.
So smoke that down there.
So we're going to actually expand their house this week, which is kind of exciting. Daniel's gonna push all of those back and add the extra frames in. Uh-oh, we lost one. Oh, we lost one. Oh no. It's a good thing there's only like, 10,000 more ready to hatch out. And then you were to move them all to the south, right? All the frames?
Yep.
All right, and then just make sure it's tight.
Yep.
Yep.
And then smoke
All
them and put the box on.
Yep. All right, so he's gonna smoke them. And then add the next layer.
Which side goes front?
So the flowers go towards Dad. No, other way. So,
Take one out.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
got it? Okay. And then they're moving the feeder up to the second box.
In the same spot. that
In
it
the
was
same
on
spot, yeah.
On the bottom box.
Yep, and that can go back in here. It's fine. I just needed more room for my hand.
That just helps make feeding easier.
Yep.
And then also they use the sugar water to build out their comb, so it's closer to the comb that they're going to need to be built now.
So we're just
Yep.
gonna make sure everything's tight and indexed.
You need this one first, Daniel.
For these, this one.
Yeah, not really anything. This one's still got a bunch of it on it though.
Yeah.
So a couple of taps and the bees go. Okay, you've got a whole bunch of something right there that maybe needs to be scraped off. I don't think those are bees. I think they're dead. Yeah. All right, friends, we're going to call that the end for today. Thanks for coming to bee day number 3?
Three.
Three. Yay!